These are the descendants of the last wild bison that survived the slaughters of the 19th century, and we don't want to see them being slaughtered in the 21st century.
We need to step up for them. There's been over 6,000 of them killed over the last couple decades.
Yellowstone was the last haven for wild buffalo in the late 19th century when we reduced them from estimated 30 million down to the last 25 wild individuals, and those were the last 25 in Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone Park is a big place, and it provides habitat for many bison, but it doesn't provide enough habitat for the bison herd to occupy perpetually, because the bison herd continues to reproduce year after year, and eventually they overflow the park's boundaries. In the past, the answer to that was slaughter. In the spring of 2012, a very historic event occurred in the campaign for bison conservation. Approximately 60 of the last wild bison were moved from the Yellowstone Park region up to northeastern Montana, out onto the Great Plains where bison formerly roamed, onto the Fort Peck Indian Reservation. It was a return of wild bison to the people for whom the bison had meant everything.
When you have a people that have a history like our people have with these magnificent animals, their absence has been felt tremendously by our people. And now that they're back, our people are more centered.
Livestock interests have sued to stop any further such bison relocations, specifically to prevent the Fort Peck bison from being shared with other Native American tribes on the Fort Belknap Reservation.
You know, I come to identify Itanon or buffalo or bison, you know, as an integral part of the prairie, integral part of who we are, where we came from. You know, they kept us alive, the food, you know, clothing, shelter, lodges.
These animals were the center of our universe. They were so important to us that we regarded them as family. We couldn't have survived without them.
A lot of people practice law, but very few get to stand up in court and make an argument on behalf of these magnificent wildlife species that we still have: the grizzly bear, the wolf, the elk, and of course the bison. That's one of the great benefits of working at Earthjustice. We're not going anywhere. This campaign will continue, and we will be there at every step of the way to make sure that the bison is a living, breathing part of the Montana landscape.